Recently, I was looking for an upgrade for the Thrustmaster T16000M, and I was looking at multiple fight sticks until I noticed that WINWING launched a new budget fight stick. Hey guys, Emils here, and today we will be taking our first look at the WINWING Ursa Minor Fighter joystick. Before we start, WINWING did send this stick to me for free, but they have no input on the creation of this video or the opinions voiced in the video. Alright, let's get into it. In the box we have a USB-A to USB-C cable for the stick, some Allen keys, and the stick itself. And the first feel is about as I expected for the price point. So the Ursa Minor Fighter joystick costs $110 currently. That puts it right in the middle of the VKB Gladiator, which is pretty much twice the price, and the Thrustmaster T16000M, which is almost half the price. It is made from ABS plastics and it has an ABS engineering plastic pincer gimbal for smoother control and enhanced experience. Unlike other budget sticks, like the T16000M, it has a separate wire, which makes it easy to plug the device in and remove it after, without having to remove 2 meters of wire. The X, Y, and Z axes are equipped with Hall effect sensors, but the slider uses a potentiometer. And the sensors also have a really high resolution of 65,000 by 65,000 on all axes, and 4,000 for the slider. This should give higher precision in smaller movements and also keep it smooth while flying. It has 14 buttons on the base as well as the slider. It has a pinky button, 3 buttons on top of the grip, 4 4-way hats with push buttons, as well as an analog joystick with a push button. Last but not least, it has a dual detent trigger and a second trigger right above it. Now that's a lot of buttons, and this is the main reason why I was interested in this stick. There are more features that I didn't mention, but I will look at those in the full review coming later in July. Now with that out of the way, let's test it out in DCS World. So I'm going to test it in the configuration I believe a lot of you would fly in, which is without a throttle and just using the buttons and controls on the stick, and we will be using the 8NA Warthog so we can test out the slew stick as a target designator for Mavericks. First I wanted to mention that I thought the non-slip base is quite slippery since I couldn't rotate the Z-axis without moving the whole stick, but then I realized that there is a thin plastic film you have to remove from the feet to make it non-slip. After you do that, it is very stable. Like, it's not going anywhere. Alright, now let's see how it feels in the cockpit. So right off the bat, on takeoff you can feel the haptic feedback in the stick, which was much less noticeable than I was expecting, but in a good way. It is pleasant and doesn't distract from the game, but enhances it. You can really feel it in tight turns and when the Maverick gets fired off the rails, as well as other munitions. While flying the aircraft, the X and Y axes were really nice and smooth. You have to make small movements because it is quite sensitive and it has quite small travel in either direction. Probably setting up a curve in the settings would help because I didn't get to use a lot of that travel space because of the sensitivity. But hats off to WINWING for how smooth the movement is. Comparing it both to the T16000M and the Thrustmaster Warthog, it is so easy and smooth to use the stick, and it doesn't jump back aggressively and there isn't a huge amount of resistance. This makes it really satisfying to use. The Z-axis actually felt like it had quite a big rotation angle, and again the same applies from the other axes, that it is quite sensitive but smooth. I didn't use the slider a lot because in this mission the 8NA benefited from max throttle, but I could get quite a nice slow speed on the way to the runway. The analog stick that I used as a target designator is extremely sensitive, and I had to turn down the saturation for it to be usable. I will probably turn it down even more because it is hard to make small adjustments. All the buttons on the grip felt responsive and easy to press, and the same goes for the base buttons, which I had no issues with, both on takeoff and landing, because they are perfect for flaps, gear, and air brakes. They even have tactile features and different shapes so you can feel what button you are pressing without looking. Though I don't see me using the right side buttons anytime, because it is not that comfortable to reach around my other hand which is controlling the plane. In the end, I flew this mission for about an hour and my arm didn't get tired, and it was a blast. I had enough buttons for all of the aircraft features and I had some left over. Overall, you can feel that it is quite plasticky, but the rest of the stick's features and price make up for it. It even has a backlight that illuminates the logo. How awesome is that? This seems like a great flight stick for the price, but I do need to do some more testing before I can give my full opinion, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the full review. Anyway, if there's anything you would like to know about the stick or anything you would like me to test, let me know in the comments. I can't wait to do some more flying to see how it feels in other aircraft. Alright, that's it from me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!